There are many things that the public school teaches that we think are not good. The biggest one for me is the question, is there a God? If you don't believe that there's a God, it changes the way you look at the world, and it changes the way you think. It changes the questions you ask as you're growing up and going to school. And we are building a curriculum around the whole idea that there is a God.
Initially, public schools weren't meant to be secularized. They were assumed to be a place where we taught kids values and character. Since the states have taken over and the federal government has taken over, that's changed. So for parents that are looking for alternatives to a public system, they've identified some of the issues with the system. My encouragement would be to look back to the scriptures. The scriptures say to train up a child in the way they should go. That becomes so essential to the Christian life. We're to be consecrated or set apart. And to be a holy people consecrated to God means to be separate from what the world offers. And it's becoming more obvious that what the world offers is counter-Christian. But that doesn't mean that we are any less responsible for raising our own children.
You know, a lot of people do see the problems with government schools, but they do not feel equipped, ready. They don't feel like they have the time, money, or energy to try to find anything different.
We often have parents that call us and say, I don't quite know if I have what it takes to homeschool. And first, ask yourself this. A lot of parents will spend hours interviewing sitters and thinking about who's going to watch their kids for a couple hours when they go out on a Friday night, but they don't put any consideration into who's actually educating their kids for 40 hours a week. So be thinking about not do I have what it takes, but do you have values that are worth sharing with your children? And if the answer is yes, then you actually have what it takes to begin that process. When it comes to starting a school, one of my favorite stories is the story of Isaac. And the story of Isaac really focuses in on one of God's people constantly having things taken and destroyed by the Philistines. And Isaac's response to that is to just go dig another well. So when it comes to starting your own school, I love the idea of just saying we're going to dig our own well.
Portal's mission is to make it as absolutely easy and cost-effective as possible to start thousands of Christian schools all across our nation.
Starting a school is not hard. First, you need kids. Then you need adults that want those kids to learn. Facilities are nice, but not necessary. You need a clean, safe place for people to learn. Only thing that's left is you need the lesson plans. You need the content and the curriculum to fill it with.
One of Portal's visions is that there would be a school in every church.
If you have the facilities sitting there all week and you have loving adults that want to work with those children, we'll provide the lesson plans. Like, we can start a school tomorrow.
Portals provides daily lesson plans based on the best curriculums available. Our lesson plans are easy to follow and flexible to fit your schedule. If you're thinking about starting a private school, micro school, or parents, if you're thinking about homeschool, you can start right now. Our on-call support team of experienced educators are available to answer any questions you may have throughout the process. Additionally, our professional development training will equip you with everything you need to start the school year with confidence. Our goal is yours, to dig a new well. Our kids don't need what the world has to offer, they need living water. Visit portalsacademy.com to learn more and to start the registration process for the upcoming school year.